going on, NYC? I am your man, Rah A Mazone, aka the voice of NYC blading. A little bit about myself. Currently 42, about to be 43 in September. I've been skating since I was 13, so it's a very long time. I became an official professional skater last year. Been your commentating host for roughly 11 years now. Mostly roller skate competitions, last man standing. Shout out to Victor Calendar for every last man standing competition we put together. Tight man from IMYTA's last appearance in New York City at Dewey High School. I work with Go Sports with Ray Mendez and John Ortiz as a full certified skate instructor. I love teaching kids how to skate. I love teaching anyone how to skate. It's the best thing in the world. I also am a part owner of a company called Bladerbrand Network. We are here about blading, everything and anything about rollerblading or skating, period. Quads to skates. We want to embrace it, show it, showcase it, and put it out there for everyone in the world to see.
When you first got there?
Yeah, when I first got to 108, it was nothing but a big lot of gravel waiting to be ripped apart. Being told that we were working on a project to build a skate park was unique for me because I was just getting into rollerblading at a late age. Like I started rollerblading at 15. I started rollerblading actually at 13, but I didn't get really into the whole aggressive part until I got into my late teens, around like 17, 18 years old. That's why I kind of seem like a geezer in this sport to a degree. Like most of the cats I rolled with are just now hitting, they're just now turning 40 or so. They were my mentors and I'm older than them. Like, shout out to Scott Crawford, shout out to Blake Dennis, shout out to Dion Anthony, all the Australian cats that you grew up watching, Paul Molino, cool friend, Nick Papadopoulos. I always mess up Nick's name, so Nick P, please forgive me, but you have been one of the most coolest people I've ever known for a long time. Appreciate you putting me down in the Australian group. Matt Soleno is another cool skater I grew up watching and skating around. New York City skaters will always be my love and passion, my group, that's my family. Roland Rivera, Dave Ortega, Ryan Jacklone, Matt Arbros, Robert Jose and Harry Disla, Joe DeRentro. I can mention names all day. John Ortiz is like, come on, we can mention John Ortiz, but we can talk about cats you haven't heard in so long that I grew up watching and skating and hanging around with. I knew Roland Rivera when his nickname was Rocky, and I met him working at Riverbank State Park.
Rocky?
And his nickname was Rocky. If he'll hear this right now, probably want to hunt me down and stab me for saying it, but he had his nickname was Rocky back in the days. A long time ago, I met him as Rocky. Met him and his cousin Caesar. They were like some ill skaters. This is when TRS was like the biggest skate to wear back in the days. And I met him at Riverbank State Park. I started working there at Riverbank, and then I worked at Riverbank State Park as a skate guard at a ring rack. First I was a ring rack, playing ice hockey out there and playing hockey and just ice skating like crazy on there. We'd go for the night sessions every night. Was bugging out with some friends. Had some crazy cool kids from back then. Shout out to Zero. If you ever remember me, Zero, get to hopefully hear from me, bro. He was like one of the fastest Spanish cats I knew on some ice skates. We had a little crew. Some of them became skaters, some of them didn't. Louis, Jose, there was a kid named Edgar. There's an Edgar now, but there was a kid named Edgar back in the days. Ricardo, Sam. These are all the guys I grew up with who lived in like the Heights. All we ever did was like a little bit of skating and ice skating like crazy. Been through an era. I've been through an era of everything. I watched the 90s, 80s. I watched the 90s and 2000s, like literally uprising and downfalling and rollerblading. I don't even call it a downfalling. It's just more like we slept for a little while. It's still here. We don't market it as much as well because a lot of times you have people want to just bash each other instead of push each other. One minute you want to be there to push, then you have individuals who are the same ones who say, let's do this, fighting to get it done. Or fighting from it getting done in the first place. Like this whole war we used to have back in the days where bladers and skateboarders couldn't hang. Now you can show the skateboarders like, look, we're all doing the same sport. What's the matter? We're just skating. We're trying to have a good time. You're gonna pull a truck out. I'm gonna pull a truck out. Let's push each other to get something out, so it doesn't be like we're just sitting here looking at each other with a dead eye. It's retarded. That's life. Friend of mine.
Your first pair of skates. How did it all begin? How that shit fucking.
My dad was the one who got me my. I actually bought my first pair of skates, some BS, some bullshit CCM recreational skates. They were like rectangle feet.
Where'd you buy the CCS? By Davidson?
No, I bought them at this Dominican sneaker spot up in the Heights on 152nd and Broadway. I'll never forget it. It was a sneaker store that had like skates in the back, and this is when like skating was just like okay, something to do. And CCM was a company that came out. Bauer had skates. I paid $90 for these bitches, $90 for these, and they weren't even aggressive skates yet. And I'll never forget them. I rocked them for a while. They were 2 sizes smaller than my foot, and they fit perfectly. Like I wore a size 12 at the age of like 15, and this kid's out here. I wore a size 12 at the age of 15, and I literally had those skates were like a 9.5, 10, and they fit fine. I was skating everywhere with them, and then one day, one of the screws got rusted, and I couldn't take it off. I got so frustrated, I started sawing at the wheel, and that was it. I was like, I wasn't gonna skate again. Next morning, my dad wakes me up and just like, let's go. He takes me and buys my first pair of Tarmac CM. Tarmacs.
$300.
Yeah. No, actually I got lucky. He paid $255 for those. I'll never forget it.
Where'd you buy them?
Blades. So Blade skating board that used to be on 72nd between Broadway and Amsterdam. It's gone. Most of the old Blade stores are gone. All Blade stores are gone. Or the one that's left is strictly skateboards and sneaker apparel. There's no skates in there whatsoever. You want to talk about era? I could bring up names of stores that was out when we were kids. From Cheapskates to who else? Cheapskates. How about Gorilla Apes? Gorilla Bearings, Gorilla Bearing store. Then the Blades Mega store that used to be right off of Christopher Street. No, not on Christopher Street. It used to be right off of Chambers. Like he was heading towards Stuyvesant Rail. Yeah, I remember that one. They used to have mad stickers in it. That was a warehouse. That was a good outlet store. So all the stuff that you didn't get that was sent back there, you can buy it there for like half the price what it was. Knee pads and companies that were out. Harbinger, Triple H still out. Harbinger knee pads. I haven't seen in God knows how long. If I saw a pair of Harbingers right now, I'll bug out.